Hi, my name is Abby, and I'm going to give you your reading for today. And first thing I notice is that in sort of the heart of the situation, you have the Ten of Cups. And that could be either that you feel like you're in this Ten of Cups period where you're really celebratory and grateful and you just feel really happy and fulfilled, or you feel like you've had a recent breakthrough that's making you feel like regain this happiness that you've been trying to find. And crossing that energy, you have the Judgment card, which continues to come out for you, and that is the card of rebirth. So I'm getting that this sort of Ten of Cups energy is coming from a rebirth that you're experiencing, and I think it's something that you have already started on, and this could be something that is coming with 2026. Maybe you're putting in a bunch of new goals for 2026 or new behaviors that you've already started, and you're starting to feel how they're impacting you and affecting your life. And I really feel like you're going to become this different version of yourself, or you feel like you're leveling up at this time, or raising your vibration at this time. And what is sort of at the root of the matter, which again keeps coming out for you, is the Eight of Cups. So maybe this is following a period of difficulty and maybe stress or anxiety or some depression, but I'm getting that you now feel like you are illuminated in that space, and that you feel like you have gained some answers where you needed them to, and you're able to move through that energy and those emotions. And I think you knew that. I think you knew, or sort of, to accomplish what you want to accomplish, I feel like maybe you knew that you had to go through this experience, or that you had to make a change that was going to bring about these emotions, and you knew that you just had to get through those emotions and just give them space and allow them to exist, and allow yourself to feel them. And I think the analogy that works sometimes is that you are the sky and your emotions are just the weather, right? You're the one that's always just being, and emotions are not you, but you're able to experience them and observe them and reflect on them, and they usually provide answers that we need. And rain is a very important part of our weather system. It's not just about the sun. We need the rain to water these seeds. And a lot of times in these periods of anxiety or depression, we also experience reflection or turning inwards. And oftentimes that, or I know in my experience, that's usually when I'm like, okay, I need to pay more attention to myself in these areas, give myself more self-care. And oftentimes that can bring the change that we're looking for. And so you can see he's starting on his path. He's turning away from something that maybe could be difficult, but he knows that it will be worth it in the end. And I think you know that because you're experiencing or wishing to experience this Ten of Cups energy that is very happy and fulfilled. And you're in a very intuitive space. Maybe you have recently started to get back into spirituality or tarot, and maybe that's how you found my video. Maybe it just popped up for you. I know that is something I'm experiencing, is trying to practice my intuition in a more vocal and public way. I am always intuitive. I feel like I'm always connected to that part of myself, but I'm not always practicing it. And maybe that is something you've experienced recently yourself, and you're starting to implement practices for yourself that include that during your day. So maybe waking up and meditating, or journaling, or choosing to have some sort of evening routine where maybe you read tarot cards, or you have a gratitude journal that you write in, and you are very intuitive at this time. I think building those practices are going to help you reach this vision that you have for yourself. And where you'd like to be, I think that you really feel like you have some sort of karma that is coming in for you. I think you feel that. I think you're trying to sort of get things back into balance. Maybe right now you feel on the far end of maybe not having enough, or not feeling like you're making quite the amount of money that you want to make, or you don't have all the friends that you wish to have, and maybe you're really trying to bring some of this balance into your life. And something that's coming in for you here is the Four of Wands. So another reason to celebrate coming in for you soon. You are either going to meet someone, and this is going to bring forth a sort of marriage or engagement connection in some way. This could also be signing a contract. This could be some sort of business endeavor that you begin, or this could just be meeting friends that really understand you and connect with you, and it brings forth this sort of harmony in your life. And maybe you see yourself fighting for this at this time. Maybe you see yourself kind of like wrestling your way to these things that you're trying to get. Maybe you do have people in your life that are trying to be friends with you, and maybe having boundaries at this time feels very important to you, where like it's not just having friends, it's having friends of a certain caliber that are really going to fill up your cup, right? Maybe you know yourself now that you only have a limited amount of energy that you can, give, and you want to make sure you're giving it to people who really value it and are going to fulfill you and return that energy to you. And I'm also getting that surrounding yourself with people who are where you want to be will help you find the success you're looking for. So finding people that work in an industry that you want to get into, or people who make more money, and you're able to talk to these people and they give you advice, or they teach you things that help you then get there. I think just talking to people in a sort of creative field you're in, or just putting yourself out there in the spaces that you wish to exist in, will help you call that in. It'll help you build those connections that then pull you into that space. And I think that other people might see you as someone who is seeking freedom at this time, and maybe that's attractive to them because maybe that's something they wish also. Maybe you're going to meet people who want to travel, and then you guys travel together. I think that you are trying to, I think that maybe you have put a lot of work into yourself, knowing who you are and being able to operate as an individual. Maybe you had to take time out to do that, and now you're wishing to meet people and do that more publicly, or be part of some sort of social group or gathering in some way, and have it be healthy for you this time around. And I definitely feel like that's going to come in for you with the Five of Pentacles here. I feel like you are going to meet people who really help change the sort of place that you're operating in from now, that sort of lack space. And I think you're going to find people who sort of take you in, take you under their wing, and they help change your reality. And you are gonna end up in this sort of Queen of Cups energy, which is someone who feels really emotionally fulfilled and stable and abundant. And you're going to put yourself in a position of being so calm and stable in your own emotions that you're able to connect with people emotionally in a healthy way, even in a challenging situation. And you're able to build those dynamics and those friendships, those partnerships that you're really wishing to establish while still taking care of yourself and still sort of growing. You're going to kind of get the best of both worlds, of growing your inner world and your outer world together in a long way. So not just like a quick, fast way like you maybe experienced before, but this is something that you're going to really nurture over time. So that's a really amazing reading. I'm not surprised because a lot of these cards keep coming out for you. Definitely the Judgment card. I'm gonna pull an Oracle card, and you got the White Buffalo, which has come out before. And that is a card of being very intuitive, connecting to your dreams at this time. And the White Buffalo is a very rare animal and a very spiritual animal. And getting the White Buffalo to me just means that you're in this very rare energy, or maybe you don't realize how rare you are, that people are really noticing you. Or I don't think you realize how many people see you and think, oh my God, she's so beautiful, or he's so beautiful, or they're so cool, or just something about them is so interesting to me. Like you have that sort of energy in you right now, and just keep putting in those good practices, those spiritual practices, grounding practices, and keep trying to build yourself up, because you're gaining momentum, and you're gonna get to where you want to go. So that's a great reading. Thank you so much for watching, and feel free to subscribe if you wish to. I would love that. And you can like or comment anything that resonates, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.